Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Brian. We're going to be playing something a little bit different today. It's an old PS1 game from my childhood that I absolutely loved. Um, and I never actually beat until relatively recently. Like, I went through, and if you have seen the 007 Agent Under Fire series, I had mentioned in that series I was doing retro achievements, and this was a game that I had fully mastered as well as a part of that process. I absolutely love this game. It's fantastic. Like I said, I played it a lot as a kid. I never got really far because it is kind of difficult in a lot of places, but it's that era of PS1 Disney interactive video game kind of things where it's like, hey, it's gonna be hard, but if you beat it, you get that satisfying victory kind of thing. So, this game was developed by Traveler's Tales, which, for those who are familiar with them, great. For those who are not, they've done quite a lot of games over the years, including the Lego games when they first started. I believe they still do. Let me just double check that. Traveler's Tales. And they've done a lot of games, especially in this era. Like they did a the Bugs Life video game, again, also in the PS1 era. They have been around for 36 years. They're older than I am, but it's like they've been around for quite some time. But yeah, they did Bram Stoker's Dracula on the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo. They've done Toy Story. So we're actually gonna get into the main menu. Oh god, we got oh shit. Music, can we turn that down like a lot, because I really do not want a lot of copyright to have to worry about. They've done Finding Nemo, again, more Disney stuff. They've done Super Monkey Ball Adventure. They've done Lego Star Wars, the original, the Bionicle Heroes, like Lego. So much Lego. Holy shit. Yeah, they're still working on Lego games. Like they're working on Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which is coming out apparently next year, 2026, for because this is coming out a week after Christmas, I think. Maybe week of Christmas, whatever date this is coming out. It's 2026 is next year, I believe. This year, who knows? I don't know. These are getting all recorded like November 11th, 2025. So there you go. Now you have a point of reference. Anyway, I do like the menu. This game really leans into this is toys. So basic controls. We have fire. We can for our laser, we can spin attack. We can also jump. We do have a double jump in this game. So we're gonna just go ahead and stick with the default control scheme because that's, easy peasy. Let's do a memory card. I want to make a new file for this. And oh god, there's why? Give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of those little things there, because that's gonna be annoying. All right, I think I got it. Maybe, we'll see. So let's go ahead and make a new save. We're gonna go ahead and save there, and we will get right into the actual story. This game it says Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. It is literally just following the plot of Toy Story 2. So if you've not seen Toy Story 2 somehow, watch Toy Story 2. You've basically played this game. We're going to skip the cutscenes because that is where everything's going to go absolutely off the rails in terms of like copyright, because Disney does not mess about with that. So we're just going to go right into Andy's house, which is the first mission. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up by mission. And I will be going back and forth once I get certain upgrades. So certain levels can only be completed after you get power-ups from other levels. So what I'll do is I will get those power-ups, come back to the level, and just make that one video where the mission is fully encased and fully enclosed. So that way then you can look at whichever levels you want to, if you're following along, for example. But let's go right into Andy's house. which, like I said, basic level, first level, teaches you a lot of the basic controls and things like that, so. Nope, nope, there we go. Okay, see, I am fast enough to not have to worry about the copyright. I'm probably just gonna blank the screen for that, because I don't want to risk it whatsoever. So, here we are, Buzz Lightyear. I'm stroking out. So we have a first-person perspective, which does have Buzz's face, which is quite nice. I like that little attention to detail. As of right now, we have different enemies, and how do I target? Yeah, okay, so zooming in, you hit the L1 button, you can target with R1 while in this mode, and it just tracks onto the latest, the closest enemy. Now, each enemy will drop coins. We can collect those for a token later. Now, the main collectible is, or the primary collectible, I should say, is going to be the Pizza Planet tokens. There are 5 of them in each level, and there are different categories of tokens. There's the standard collect 100 coins or collect whatever number of coins you need. Ham the piggy bank will tell you how many you require in that particular level, because each level is different. There is the find it within the world kind of token. There's the collect 5 of something. It could be, in this particular level, it's Bo Peep's sheep. Future levels will have different collectibles, but it's always 5 of them. There is a race of some sort and a boss, usually. So I believe that's 5. Yes, I believe so. So, 5 different types of tokens. We were going to collect all 5 of them throughout the game. Now, if you need help in you're playing this game, if you hit one of the Rex blocks,
I come in peace.
Thanks, Buzz. There's a lot of those one-liners that happens throughout this game, so that's going to be fun. Can I volume control? I can. We're going to... that drops all the sound effects. Okay, we're just going to keep that as is. We're going to set active camera. So, if you need help, use the Rex block and... like this. You just jump into it. And it'll tell you, oh, hey, just jump into the zip lines, or do this, or do that, and this is how you do it. It's fairly straightforward. And also, it moved my character, but we collected a battery. The battery is our health. Now, since we're a toy, we need batteries in order to function. The more we get hit, the more battery it takes. And it will just need us to collect those if we need them. Now, we can just keep hitting the laser button if we need to keep firing, or we can hit and hold and it'll release a charged shot. Very easy to get more damage done. Green little tokens, extra lives. We have 6 at the moment, and so yeah, this is a game that definitely leans into the older gameplay mechanics. I mean, granted, this was the PS1, so no surprise there. Now, we do also have our spin attack. Like the laser, we can tap it in order to do a one-off attack, or if we hold it, we can charge it up and just let it loose, and we turn into a little tornado. The only downside is we have this little, like, I guess, stun lock effect, where if we use it, we get stuck. We cannot use it past that. Now, I mentioned the main collectible being Pizza Planet tokens. We also have these little coins. Like I said, there's various numbers of them in different levels, but generally speaking, you're going to try and want to get as many of them as you can, because if you get, I believe, 100 of them, you get an extra life. So we're going to first go up and into the attic a little bit further, like up into the rafters. And as you can probably see, you can climb, you can do this little jump. Oh god. Sometimes this game lags a little bit. There's a jump effect, or like a gymnast spin kind of thing. And a lot of there we go. One of the 5 collectibles that we need for this level is now done. Now, one thing you might notice is that some of the items, or some of the things in this little attic, like the nails, are, oh, boss. Ha 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 ha. Defeat the tin robot to get a token. we basically just have to wait until he's out of his little charge, because he's a wind-up toy. So we need to wait until his wind-up is completed and just let loose. Now, since this was part of retro achievements, there are different challenges. Like, for example, this boss, you cannot use the aim function, and you cannot use the charge laser. So you'd only be able to just hit him with a little regular thing like that, and you can only, if you take any damage, you also fail that challenge. So if you guys want to do a thing that has a little bit more challenge to it, I would strongly recommend it. It's a very fun platform for older games and whatnot, and just gives it some more replayability. Now that we've defeated the Tin Soldier, or the Tin Robot, we now can get our first Pizza Planet token. And we can leave the level if we want. However, we're going to keep on playing for obvious reasons, because we are not anywhere close to being completed with this mission yet. Like I said, we have 5 Pizza Planet tokens. And we'll actually get all 5 of them in this episode, or in this one segment. We do not need to worry about getting coming back later with different upgrades or anything like that. Now, I will show you a little not secret per se, but you can get up onto this little ledge here. And sometimes, if you time it right, you can get over to the bookshelf where that sheep was without using the armchair thing that I just used. Now, that actually is one of the retro achievements. So if you want to go through that platform, that's the kind of thing that you're gonna have to practice. Now we are going to just get the stuff up in the. Yes, I know, Ham, I know. Now, God, the sound effects, I forgot how repetitive they are sometimes in this game. Now, you might be wondering, how did I activate the chair? I'm currently standing on it, but it's not bouncing me. So you jump and hit the spin attack, and it'll launch you. It does a little stomp, which is very handy when you actually need to activate switches or... whatever in some cases you have to use it to defeat enemies. There you need it to activate the recliner, for example. So we're going to, oh shit. We're going to use that to get up there and get the other sheep. Now, one thing you might notice as well is there is no fall damage, which is very nice. I'm actually I'm making my way back upstairs, guys. I want to make sure, I'm pretty sure I already got this guy. I did. Okay. There's no fall damage, so you can fall for a while, and some levels actually are very tall and will make it, you know, very easy. If you were playing a game with fall damage, you would take fall damage pretty easily in this game in certain levels. In this particular level, there's none. Or not this level, this particular game, there's none. Given you're a toy, really doesn't matter. So, one thing I will also note is I mentioned about how you can hit the left bumper in order to aim, or L1 in order to aim. You don't have to. If you are aiming in the rough direction of the an enemy, you will be able to shoot it with doing a slight auto aim kind of thing.
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
Thanks, Buzz. We're gonna go and do the race here quick, because we can do that really fast. So 3 laps around the racetrack, and we got to get a token. So you can actually cheese this pretty good. If you just walk in front of RC, he'll bump into you and like pause. So we'll just like run and just let it happen, because he kind of slows down. Given this is the first level, the race is not overly difficult. And like I said, if you run into him or he drives into you, he stops. So use that to your advantage, and in the next level, that is another achievement, is basically beating the car with beating RC without using the power up that you would generally need in order to go fast enough. But you just cheese it like that, which is nice. Second token acquired. All right, let's get up onto the top of the garage area here. And we should be able to get, I believe, another sheep up here. It's one of the most dangerous garages ever. Just saw blades running, drill presses active, which I'm just going to take the hits because honestly, it really doesn't matter all that much. And after a certain point, you will be able to get little shortcuts up to the areas that you need. And thankfully, you can change your momentum midair within reason. So that's kind of cool. Another one up. So we're now at 8. We've been getting one ups pretty much constantly here, which is nice. And you might be wondering, why is my laser green? Why can it rapid fire? Well, we picked up the green laser upgrade on the top of the minivan, and I believe most levels have one. I don't believe every level has one, though. And that just gives us super strong laser abilities. We don't have to charge it, and the menu, or the little icon in the lower right-hand corner, now shows green. But we don't have it permanently. As you can see, it depletes, and we can only use so much of it before it's gone for good. So let's see, if we go here, can I just, come on. While I'm trying to get up to this one coin, which as you probably heard in the garage, we got enough to activate Ham's icon in the top right. If they're glowing like that, they have, we've satisfied the conditions for getting the token. Granted, we will only ever see 3 of them. Because 2 of the tokens are for races or the boss. So we will only see those 3, whether it be the collectible, Ham, the piggy bank, or the
No time to lose.
Mr. Potato Head. So I also neglected to mention earlier. Really? Seriously? There we go. Finally, jeez. So, Mr. Potato Head has a piece of his body that is missing throughout the level. If you collect that piece and return it to him, you will be able to get an upgrade or a special item. So in this case, it is a shield, which we can use because we can't walk on this green liquid without taking damage. So let's go talk to him. Thanks, Buzz. In return for finding my ear, I will let you use the Cosmic Shield. It will only protect you from harm for a little while, so make sure you use it wisely. All we gotta do... why did my voice crack? All we gotta do is just run into it, and we have the shield for a little while, which isn't too bad, but movement's a little awkward, and we cannot double jump. We can only single jump, and the single jump is not super high. After a little while, it will disintegrate or disappear, and we just have to make our way over the goo as, well, the developers intended. So we can use the Cosmic Shield. If you really don't want to use the Cosmic Shield, you don't have to. In fact, if you just jump from if you take the hit in the goo, you can just jump onto the main platform and not even worry about it. And what we will do is we will leverage our ability to push some blocks. It has a little hand icon above it if you can push something. And we're going to push these boxes in such a way that we can now make a stair step up to getting one of the last Pizza Planet tokens of the level, which In all honesty, most of the ones, like probably the hardest ones that you're gonna find, are later levels for like finding you a bunch of like the 5 different items or things. Like I said, in this particular level, it's finding Bo Peep's sheep. These are easy enough to get. Again, first level kind of design aspect and philosophy. But later levels, some of them are a little tough, especially given the height of the level and where things are. So we can just use the zip line and work our way to get that second to last sheep. We need one more. And we're going to go and get that in the kitchen, because that is where Bo Peep is. But before we do, let's go cash in our coins with Ham. Well done, Buzz. Here's your Pizza Planet token. There we go. Pizza Planet token. One more. So we just got to get one more token, and we'll be able to close out of this level pretty much for good. We never actually have to come back here. Since we have gotten enough coins, I'm not going to worry about collecting the other ones unless they're just directly in our path. Only because we don't need to. Also, this house is so dangerous, they just left the stove on, and they... Really? Yeah, I know, Bo Peep, I'm working on it. I'm gotta get the last sheep. But yeah, no one's home, and they left the stove on. Like, well done. That's just silly. Oh, but yeah, you might have noticed that we do get a little bit of a knockback effect if we were to be hit. So... Oh, shit. There we go. All 5 sheep. But yeah, there's a little bit of a knockback effect. So if... Come on. There we go. So if you get knocked off a ledge, you will have to climb your way back up. No, there is no time to lose. Buzz, let's turn in these 5 sheep. Shut up, Bo Peep. I'm working on it.
Thanks, Buzz.
You're welcome. Now stop calling me. Hey, you found my sheep, Buzz. Thank you. Here's your Pizza Planet token. And there we go. The last of the Pizza Planet tokens. Let's collect it, and we're gonna end that. We're gonna end it there. So we're gonna exit level.
To infinity and beyond.
And there we go. That's how Buzz exits the level. And we get a nice little recap at the end here, showing which tokens we have collected throughout this session, as well as how many tokens. And at the bottom there, which upgrades we currently have. At the moment, we only have the Cosmic Shield. There are 4 more that we'll be able to collect throughout the game. Not every level has one, but it's like every few levels has an upgrade or a power up like that. So cool. We got all 5 tokens, and we're gonna go ahead and save the game. And cool, game saved. Now, because we did all 5 tokens, I think, let me see, there's I can't see all the levels, but I think there's about 13, 14 levels or something like that. So there's a fair amount that we're going to be going through. There's also various boss-specific levels that are interspersed. I'm debating on if I want to include those as their own video, which I probably will, or if I'm going to add them as a supplement to whatever mission came right before it. We'll see. I'll probably just do them as separate videos, so that way they're independent levels and whatnot. They're not going to be very long. They're only going to be a couple minutes at best, but still. I thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. I guess for today's question, let's do, what is your favorite Toy Story movie out of all the ones that they now have? For me, I quite liked the original, but Toy Story 2 is probably my favorite, if I had to guess. But tell me yours. I'm curious. And that will be a running thing. We're going to have a different question, Disney-ish related, in future episodes as well, if I can think of them. So I thank you all very much for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I'll see you next time.